Hello, this is Juan, Anusuya, and Ruth. We're the members of the Team Tree, and today we're going to talk about the research paper Participatory Management and Industrial Relations Climate, a study of Chinese, Japanese, and US firms into one. We're going to analyze the paper and bring a little bit of application in Canadian industries. We're going to start by introducing some core concepts for the paper, the importance of the study, the methodology used, and then the findings and results of the paper. Then we're going to analyze those findings and results, and we are going to take that knowledge and then do an application to a real Canadian corporation. And then we're going to give some conclusions about it. Let's first introduce the key concepts of the paper. The paper gives us 5 particular keywords. The first one is participation management, which refers to the management approach where employees at various levels of an organization are actively involved in the decision-making progress and have a say in the matters that affect their work environment. This approach aims to enhance employee engagement, morale, and productivity in organizations. The second one is the industrial relations climate. This is the prevailing atmosphere or environment within an organization or industry regarding the relationship between employers and employees. A positive industrial relationship climate fosters cooperation, mutual respect, and constructive dialogue, leading to increased productivity and reduced labor disputes. The third one would be internalization, which is in the context of economics and business, refers to the process by which a company expands its operations or investments into foreign markets, which is really important in our international business topic. The third one will be the multinational corporations, which are large enterprises that operate in multiple countries and have significant presence in global markets. And finally, the country in which the study is focused, which is Taiwan, also known as the Republic of China. As mentioned in the first slide, the research paper explores the relationship between the industrial relations climate and the employee attitudes towards participatory management in the Chinese, Japanese, and US invested firms in Taiwan. The findings of the document reveal differences in the level and effectiveness of participatory management among Chinese and US invested firms. This makes it a harmony and openness in industrial relations correlates positively with the effectiveness of participatory management, and multinational corporations may be less inclined to encourage participatory management due to the centralized control needs, which will potentially hinder the participatory management. The research addresses mixed findings in the research topic in hand, like the limited focus on the multinationals' human resources management practices in Asia, and it highlights the Taiwan's relevance on those. This study aims to compare the participatory management and industrial relations climate in multinationals and local firms in Taiwan, which will show a difference. And the expected contribution include enriching literature and guiding policymaking. The article presents some expected contribution, like enriching the literature on participatory management in relations with multinational corporations. But for this, some hypotheses were made, like the difference that exists between participatory management and industrial relations climate, differing between local Chinese firms and the multinationals in Taiwan, and that there is a positive relationship expected between participatory management and the industrial relations climate. This is a very important study, and it was conducted due to its potential to enrich the literature on the particular topic, offering a better understanding of the human resources practices in the multinationals operating in China. The study was conducted to address several gaps and challenges in the existing landscapes. For example, the mixed findings on participatory management, because the previous research yielded contradictory results and it must be re-studied. Second, the limited focus on the multinationals in Asia, because while there is considerable research on human resources practices and multinationals, it is mostly studied in other countries and not in Asia specifically. The third one, the relevance of Taiwan as a research setting. As we know, Taiwan economic growth is huge, and its widespread use of participatory management provided a unique context to be studied for. And lastly, the guidance for policymaking and improvement, because by understanding the difference in participatory management and the industrial relations climate between the local firms and the multinationals, the study wanted to provide valuable insights for both academia and the industries themselves. The methodology of this paper consisted in taking samples and measuring. The sampling focused on Chinese, Japanese, and US-owned firms in the Natsu Export Industrial Zone in Taiwan. This one was chosen because it had a big concentration of electronics manufacturers. A total of 490 workers were selected from 12 companies in a random way for this study, but only 303 questionnaires were considered valid for the analysis. For the measures, the participatory management was assessed using a questionnaire with 12 questions, measuring both levels of effectiveness and employee satisfaction at the same time. And for industrial relations, climate was evaluated using another questionnaire adapted from Desmatiad with 26 questions measuring various dimensions such as harmony, apathy, hostility, and openness. And finally, the Cronbach's alpha tests were applied to ensure the reliability of the measures with proper statistical analysis and satisfactory results obtained for both particularly management and industrial relations climate constructs.
Here I am starting the data analysis part to find out whether there are differences in both industrial relations climate and participatory management among the companies of three nationalities. A one-way ANOVA test was used. From table 2, we can see there is a significant difference in harmony and hostility among the three groups. But about the apathy and openness, there is no significant differences among them. From table 3, we can see a one-way ANOVA test of differences in level of participatory management in Chinese, US, and Japanese firms in Taiwan. Here, there is a significant difference in the level of participatory management regarding all the three aspects: social matters, personal matters, and operational matters among the three groups. The findings from Table 4 indicates that Hypothesis 1 was partially confirmed. There are significant differences in effectiveness of participatory management in all three aspects, which are social matters, personal matters, and operational matters. We can see the interpretation of Table 4. Chinese firms tend to have higher effectiveness scores in participatory management across all dimensions compared to both US and Japanese firms in Taiwan. These findings suggest variations in the implementation and outcome of participatory management practices among firms of different nationalities operating in Taiwan. Moving forward with the linear curve estimation regression analysis, we can see two tables, table 5 and table 6 here. It can be seen that the results on the relationship between the effectiveness of participatory management and industrial relations climate were more widely significant. Except for the apathy dimension, all the other three scales, hostility, openness, and harmony, of industrial relation climate had a significant relationship with all three scales of participatory management effectiveness: social, personnel, and operational. As expected, hostility was negatively related to participatory management effectiveness, while openness and harmony were positively correlated with participatory management effectiveness. Here comes the key findings and results part of the research paper. The effectiveness of participatory management is more informative than its mere level in detecting differences between multinational companies and local firms and predicting industrial relations climate outcomes. Emphasis should be placed on the effectiveness of participatory management rather than solely on its level. The openness aspects of industrial relations climate is positively correlated with all three aspects of participatory management. operational matters, personal matters, and social matters. Hostile industrial relation climate is negatively related to the personal aspect of participatory management, suggesting the importance of employee involvement in personal issues to minimize misunderstanding and conflicts. Except for the apathy aspect, all dimensions of industrial relation climate, harmony, hostility, and openness show a significant relationship with the effectiveness of participatory management. When measuring the level of participatory management, local Chinese firms tend to have a higher level compared to US firms. However, no differences were found between Chinese and Japanese firms. Effectiveness of participatory management in multinational companies' local operations is found to be lower than that in local Chinese firms, indicating the influence of centralization and coordination needs of multinational companies on participatory management. Let's discuss the implication of the study. Companies are advised to prioritize the effectiveness of participatory management rather than simply increasing its level. Multinational companies operating in foreign markets such as Taiwan need to strike a balance between their control and coordination needs and the desire of local employees for participation. Achieving the balance is crucial for fostering a positive industrial relation climate where both management and employees feel valued and engaged. Future research should focus on developing alternative measures of industrial relation climate tailored specifically for Asian countries. Researchers should explore additional variables such as leader-member exchange to better understand the complexities of industrial relation climate. The study underscores the significance of effective participatory management in fostering a positive industrial relation climate, especially for multinational companies operating in foreign markets. Mainland China presents unique challenges and opportunities for multinational companies, and understanding the industrial relation dynamic in this context is essential for effective management.
We selected Lululemon to examine the paper's applicability to a multinational Canadian corporation. Lululemon Athletica Incorporation, commonly known as Lululemon, is a Canadian-American multinational athletic apparel retailer headquartered in British Columbia. It was founded in 1998 by Shep Wilson in Vancouver. Since its founding in 1998, the company has grown to provide sportswear, lifestyle apparels, and accessories. The company has more than 680 stores, 19 company-operated store locations, and over 34,000 employees. The brand sells apparel items such as tops, pants, shorts, and jackets that people can wear for exercise-related activities like yoga and jogging. In addition to clothing, the company also sells accessories like bags, socks, and yoga mats, water bottles, and personal care products such as deodorants and dry shampoo. Although the corporate culture of Lululemon is renowned for emphasizing empowerment and employee engagement, and the company has been praised for their welcoming and cooperative work atmosphere, which is consistent with some elements of participatory management, the findings of this article will still be useful to Lululemon to make some recommendations and suggestions about their participatory management and industrial relations climate to reach their strategic goal. The study found out that There is better industrial relations climate in local firms than in foreign invested firms. And so, Lululemon can improve their industrial relations climate in foreign invested firms by encouraging strong relationships between management and staff, encouraging open communication, and providing supportive work environment. They can achieve this by implementing strategies such as employee engagement programs, recognition and appreciation, and fair compensation and benefits to develop a respectful, cooperative, and trusting culture between staff and management. Another finding was that there was greater level of participation management in local firms than in foreign firms. So just like improving on their industrial relations climate, Lululemon can increase their level of participation management in foreign firms by providing training and development opportunities for managers and employees on participation management approaches such as decision-making process, communication strategies, and conflict resolution strategies. And the other finding was employee participation in management in local firms is greater than in foreign firms. And so, whenever feasible, Lululemon should give employees in foreign firms the power and decision-making responsibility and encourage managers to have trust in their employees' abilities and judgment by giving teams the freedom to decide on their own domain of expertise. Also, Lululemon can establish an easy-to-use avenue for staff members to voice out problems, discuss ideas, and offer feedback. To promote candid discussion and involvement, Lululemon should make use of a variety of communication channels, including staff surveys, digital forums, town hall meetings, and suggestion boxes. The study found out again that greater level of participation management reduces apathy and hostility and improves harmony and openness of industrial relations climate. So through training and development of employees, establishing clear communication channels, inclusive decision-making process, recognition and rewards, among many other participation management approaches, Lululemon can reduce apathy and hostility among employees and improve harmony and openness of their industrial relations climate. Also, effective participation management improves harmony and openness of industrial relations climate. In the same vein as encouraging greater level of participation management, Lululemon can implement effective participation management by flattening their organization culture to minimize barriers between employees and management. This fosters a more welcoming atmosphere where everyone is respected and given a voice. In conclusion, the findings provide some managerial implications for firms looking to adopt participation management and those working to improve on it like Lululemon. They should pay attention to the effectiveness of participation management rather than just its level, because participation might have an unfavorable effect if it is not executed in an orderly and seamless manner. Therefore, Lululemon needs to implement participation management effectively to avoid a hostile industrial relations climate. Again, the study offers strong evidence in favor of the hypothesis that participation management has a major impact on industrial relations climate within organizations. Through open communications, employee empowerment, and collaborative decision-making, participation management creates an atmosphere that is conducive to the growth of mutual respect, trust, and cooperation. In the pursuit of improving productivity, employee satisfaction, and overall performance, companies find that adopting participatory management is a critical approach to accomplish these objectives whilst fostering a healthy and harmonious industrial relations climate. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation.